LaFayette Beatz. Holla.
You already know what it is, man. Last day of beat camp, day 3. Finna go in here and go into school, finish this song off. I learned a lot, finna learn a little bit more. Y'all fuck with me. LaFayette Beatz. Holla. Day 3. Beat camp. LaFayette Beatz.
Kind of like two ways to approach it. One's longer. Why do I prefer to just route my audio? I'm gonna get rid of this mini track since we're not gonna use it. Why do I prefer to just route my audio? Well, it's just like any other. Consider it to be like an acoustic source. You could record a vocal. You could record an electronic keyboard like Triton or something like that. You know, some other device. Or again, any acoustic source. Then just record it in, and once you're done, it's in there as audio. That's a wrap. Okay. If I take my output of Subtractor, record it in here as audio, guess what I can do when I'm done? Close Reason, forget about rewire slave mode, and that's a wrap. What's the benefit of that? Well, it's going to be less processing intensive.
Right.
Okay? Then I don't have 2 applications open, I'm not working in rewire. And if you were to take this session elsewhere, and you say your buddy is working on Ableton, whatever, he doesn't have Reason on his machine, then how are you going to get that Subtract? You can't open up Reason if it's not on there. So this is what I prefer to do is, again, just open up Reason, load up a different synth, one of those racks like Subtractor, figure out what it is that I like, and then record it right into Ableton. And that's a wrap. Okay? So I'm going to go, how do I actually handle this? Let me get rid of that. So this section right here, guys, this is your I.O. section. You want to know what I.O. stands for? Input, output. That's it. All right? Meaning this is where we select different inputs to a track, and we also select the outputs for the track. The inputs are these 2 windows right here. There's an input type and an input chooser window, and then you have an output type and an output chooser window. It's like a sub window. First you choose a category of input, because there are different ways, different approaches, and then you take you choose the specific input from that category. Right? So what I'm going to choose from here is, instead of that external in, that means actually a little 1/8" jack that I have on my laptop. I am not bringing any audio in via that to record. I need to get audio into this track from where?
Reasons.
Right? So I'm going to come right.
We got students in the building working. That's how they do. Ordinary people. LaFayette Beatz. We in the building. Holla at me.
Guys, whenever you want, you good.
Okay. This is a relationship conversation. Who wants to play a track, please?
That was good.
Does anybody know some of the stuff that Cino has produced?
Man, what? One of my favorite songs.
Which app?
Free Bay. I love that Free Bay. When I heard that Free Bay.
Yeah, that Free Bay.
Free Bay,
Anything else?
Man, my shit, I love that Gucci when he's like, I don't wanna be a player no more. Hey, that is my shit. Hey, I threw my money at the dough. Yeah, but hey, I fuck with that. That's it.
So tell me what you've been working on recently.
I got Meet Me on New Center called Suicidal. Long before. I'm excited about it. It was one of the biggest beats I made of last year. I was just happy that he chose to jump on it. Being had the hook. Looks a little bit better than me. I could have had them on items, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to live with it because we got more to tackle down. I just came back from LA, so I've been working with Buff and him working on something crazy. I think I'm going to preview some of this shit tonight.
Somebody posted a video of doing Diddy just chopping it up.
Yeah.
Like, that thing went viral.
Yeah, we chopped it up for an hour because I got out there and when he called me, he was like, yeah, man, I'm get on Skype, man. I'm showing you what I'm looking for. I'm like, Skype? I ain't from the Skype, no grown ass. What? Nigga, I ain't from nigga. Who gon' Skype you? He was like, what? I was like, nigga, I ain't out there yet. He was like, what? You tried the right nigga today? Like 2 hours though.
Yo, what's up?
You gotta pop that shit, man. Just
Yeah.
niggas know, man. You ain't from the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, chick? How you doing?
For this class, I told them you'd be perfect because you have relationships in the industry where you're just, me and you are good friends, but I see you interact with other people and you're like, just 100% genuine, and it seems like people are in the industry are kind of drawn to that with you. Like, they want to work with you because you're just real and just chop it up and no superstar shit. You're one of the most humble people.
I mean, I come from humble beginnings. Like, when you come from the gutter, like, a lot of shit that people do be goofy to you, so you try to, like, I ain't gonna walk around and, my head up high, glasses on, like I don't see y'all, you know what I'm saying? All type of goofy shit, talk to me, man, I got my head turned, none of that shit, like, shit like that'll get you killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
Pride-driven animals, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of learned that, and then, my grandma, she taught me how to love on, like, if she loved, I think if people loved on the way that she loved on me, because we was shooting and selling crack and all that shit, my grandma never once said nothing bad to me.
Yeah.
Her friends was like, man, they go your grandson, he fucking up.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be shit. He was like, that's my baby, he gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard he works, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So through all that, it kind of touched me like, damn, she really affected, like, my thought process. Like, made me really want to go harder and just get out of that situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just figured just treat everybody like that. And niggas can't do nothing but love them, you know what I'm saying? And if you walking around, and if you a hustler, you don't know how to move around people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know how to, people that's talking about bullshit, you don't know how to cipher off from them.
Yeah.
People that's really trying to get it, you're going to connect with the real players. So, that's just something I read about.
For these producers who are trying to make it on the come up right now, what do you think is one of the most important things relationship-wise for them to do when they're meeting new people?
Be yourself. Don't be on no goofy shit. A lot of people would be on some goofy. Like, you gotta be around somebody who's like, man, I would like to hang around that nigga. Like, he cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you come around here on some spaced out weird shit. Because, we producers, so we, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, I know we special creatures, but, to an artist or somebody, they might like, that motherfucker is weird. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the beats, man, but, keep that nigga where he at, you know what I'm saying? So, that's I just try to be like as normal as possible. Yeah. If I don't like something, I don't fuck with it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna okay, I don't like it, but this is what we should do. Let's change it. Let's do this. Let's come. Just don't say you don't like something. Try to come up with a solution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That y'all can both come up with. Like, Two Chainz, he'll sit down and play. Like, that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came from the gutter, but everybody know this. We'll sit up in the room, and then nigga be like, playing the songs, and I'll be like, nah, that's lame. That's a career ender. Nah, that's hard. And he'll say some shit like, hey, you know, I ain't got none of your beats on here. Man, that batch you falling off a little bit. Like, that be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That situation that you have, just being a normal person, you know what I'm saying? And treating people like normal people, not like here, like, you know, Diddy called me. I'm like, oh shit, nigga, Diddy put me on. Fuck that nigga, what the fuck, nigga, what? I'm pop my shit, you know what I'm saying? You a shit talking ass nigga, I'm a shit talking too. Yeah. So you just gotta know when to do it and when to shut up, really too. When to shut up is important. Like knowing when to fall back, that's important. Like sometimes you can be overly aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, do your little. It's just sizing up the situation in a person. Like as a producer, you got to be a people person. Yeah. Or your manager gonna get all your money for you. But then a lot of people might not fuck with your manager because he got to do the good and bad work. So you got to get out here and hustle yourself too. Your manager, you shouldn't be dependent on the manager to do shit for you. Really, but make sure your paperwork's straight. It's all the lead for it comes from you. People gotta fuck with you.
Let the manager be the bad guy. Your relationships intact.
Keep it 100. Yeah. And then when that shit fall out, then you can play the good guy role. Oh, I'm gonna call the artist then. Man, these motherfuckers trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? Like silent. And then they started looking around. He's like, yeah, that's all. Put that in the folder. Oh, hell no, I ain't putting this in the folder. I'll bring this back to you tomorrow. So I went home, laid the hook down. I mean, not the hook, but the intro, put Richard Pryor on there. And like, you gotta be a salesman, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna sell this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, put Richard Pryor on there, put the intro, and then I called him, I'm like, bro, you finna be happy, I'm finna change your life again now. He's like, what? I'm like, nigga, where you at? He was like, shit, I'm finna go to Virginia. And then I was like, well, shit, where you at now? He's like, I'm on the bus. I'm saying, I'm pulling up on the bus. I gotta play this bus. I'll put up on the bus. You know, when we see each other, man, he got a lot of fat jokes, and I got a lot of big ass, tall ass, ugly nigga jokes. And we get with that, you know what I'm saying? I played it, and I was like, yo, you need to put Richard Pryor on, like, he got, like, the screen in the back of his bus. Like, pull up Richard Pryor. He was like, man, what is you doing? I said, man, just pull up the damn picture. He was like, man, imagine this with this, and then I put it on, and then like, he was like, that's hard. And I was like, he was like, who was that on the hook? He was like, I was like, that's me. He was like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about rappers, they hate us. That's it, because you know, even though like when people talk about 2 Chainz, niggas competitive as fuck. Like when it comes like to the music, so. It's like the other day I did a song called 7 Days a Week with another hook I had there, and I put Pee Wee on it. Like this year I'm actually putting the songs together, and I put 2 Chainz on it. And then he heard the hook, he was like, man, that's hard. He was like, so I gave you the confidence to do all that. You want to rap now? I'm like, no, you motherfuckers just can't put no songs together. Nobody got to help you. Ah, man, you do. Here we go. It's just, you know, having that relationship that you can really, you know, be friends and not scared to be you, and you know what I'm saying, that support, especially for me, that I can walk.
You're a busy guy now, you know. This class was supposed to be my first placement, and I wanted to do it because, you know, I know you from the very start, and it's kind of an awesome story for y'all, and inspiring for everybody, really, how Black Metaphor came up and shit. Do you want to tell them a little bit about, in case they don't know, some of the tracks that you produced recently?
Recently I did Richie's Gangster on Mastermind album. Yeah, R.I.P. Kevin Miller for Isaiah Rashad. I did I'll be on my year for game, Scared Now for game, Sanctuary for Friends My Town, The End for Meek Mill. That's really all bitches.
But you're still working on stuff now to be released. So, how long ago would you say it was that I first started talking to you?
2008, 2009.
So 2008, 2009, I kind of like grew up with Justice League, so I was handling some of their like PR stuff and like assistant things. So they asked me to look for interns to hire. I don't even remember that girl's name, but there was a girl that I knew from somebody else from a beat battle that hit me up and said, I have an engineer, a producer that would be perfect to intern for Justice League, and she gave him my number and he hit me up, and then he had to go through a little, vetting process with them, of course, and ended up hiring him to be Justice League's intern. And so he was around in all our sessions and stuff like that, and they kind of gave him a hard time and made him earn his stripes in a really quick, time there. You got to pay your dues in the industry and shit. So even if you have to start out as an intern, like I was running and getting drinks and doing, and nationwide. So you want to tell them about a few people that you're managing currently?
Yeah. Right now, I co-manage Q. Q has the OG Bobby Johnson son. I manage Metro Boomin, Sunny Digital, B Rich, B Weezy, Cassidy, singer-songwriter, Tasha Tua, and Bobby Johnson. Bobby Johnson.
So, what is important for you as a manager? What is it important for producers to bring to the table? What is important that they contribute to y'all's relationship as manager and producer?
Well, the talent has to be there. Number one, the talent has to be there. It has to be understood that your talent has to be there. So, to understand that the talent is there, then we have to say, okay, cool. Okay, once we understand that the talent has to be there, then we have to say, the hustle and the grind. You have to be able to be a hustler, because I'm going to hustle. You have to hustle, you have to grind. And so it's like a team effort. It's not just me doing all the work. It's not just you doing all the work. We're a team. And then there has to be some revenue streams that we can maximize, that I can come in and maximize. Say, for example, a manager only makes money when his client makes money. So I only make a commission I only make a percent of what you get once you get something. So there has to be something there for me to make money off of. I don't sell houses on the side. I don't sell drugs. I don't hustle. All I do is music. I wake up every day, so I need somebody. My life is there. Well, if I hear it, I try to get feedback or input from my guys. If we hear something, I hear something, then I would say, okay, well, who do you hear on this track? And then I'll hear somebody. I say, well, this is who I hear on the track. And then based on those, that conversation, then we'll start reaching out to those artists or the A&Rs that rep those artists, or the managers that rep those artists, So good thing about it is that we have a lot of personal relationships. So say, for example, with Birthday Song with 2 Chainz, I have a personal relationship with 2 Chainz, so I called him, and I took Sonny over there. They made 10 Summers, the one that 2 Chainz and Rick Ross did, and it which in turn led to them working again, and that's when Birthday Song came about. So I have some relationships. Sonny has a lot of good relationships, and a lot of my guys have their own relationships too, which is great. Metro has a personal relationship with Future. For example, the song he did on ASO, the album, the Disloyalty record, I have a great relationship with ASO's manager, so I sent those tracks over, and then that's how that record got played. But yeah, we'll listen to the tracks, we'll put out little fake folders, we'll reach out to the selective people that are related or connected to the artist that we're trying to pitch.
So what do you think is important for these guys if they're thinking about getting a manager or...
LaFayette Beatz, I already know the deal. Last day at the beat camp, we done with classes. About to get ready to go. About to hit this elevator. Y'all holler at your boy. Learned a lot. It's going down. LaFayette Beatz. Holla at LaFayette Beatz, you already know, we here. All the nights behind us. Beat battles going down. And it's live, man. Producers came out from everywhere. California, England, overseas, UK, you know what I'm saying, to learn. Upcoming producers, and we got to talk to a lot of producers that's big right now. And right now we got to go and beat show, beat battle, it's going down. LaFayette Beatz. To the next episode. Ale.
Give it up for Sam. Track two, Sam. Dream from Dallas for next, bro. So after G-Man, we got True Cabrazi. Is there anybody I forgot? Oh, that's what I thought. All right, Age, it's Age, my bad. Age, put on side right here. No, we almost forgot somebody. Okay. All right, so G-Man, talk to me a little bit.
I was headed to G-Mac from West Elton, Arkansas. I stayed at Wilmington, Georgia. SAE alumni, UGK alumni. So let's get to it.
Alright, we'll track you on, man. Black Heart, G-Mac. We got True Cabrazi, we got Age. See the one shit. So we get down to work at the end after we have the site. We get down to work.
Shout out for listening to my music, man. Everybody in here, man. All y'all dope, y'all inspired me right now, man. So it's lovely. I'm working with a lot of y'all, man. It's possible. So, man, let's link up, for sure.
Alright, True Cabrazi, what track you on, man? Visions. No visions? Alright, go up there real fast. Alright, after this we got Age, the last producer. Then we're gonna take about a 15-minute break, drink break. And we're gonna let these guys plug up, and then we're gonna let the celebs do their thing, man. And then before we announce the winner, we got my man over here, who's actually Johnny Singer, who runs the club. We're gonna let young brother play a few beats right here, man. Let's go. Sing Girls, the next one.
LaFayette Beatz, man. We leaving the beat camp, man. Shit, finna head to the crib now. Shit went down. I learned a lot. Got this magazine, you know what I'm saying? Making this for the upcoming producers. If you don't know about it, you gotta cop one, get you one. It's finna go down, man. Finna head to the crib now. LaFayette Beatz. Till next time, holla.